Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be comparing the old Azone body to the new Azone body. So this Miu, the Miu Unicorn, came on the old body, and this new Miu Bluebird Song comes on the new body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off their clothes and then move them like piece by piece to show you exactly the difference in motion between the two bodies. So let's get started. So here are our two dolls. So this one is on the old body, this one is on the new body. So first we can notice a difference in body aesthetics. So you have like less of a collarbone here and more of a collarbone on the new one. You have an arc in the new one that you don't have on the old one. You have balls at the elbows on the new one. You have joints at the wrist on the new one. You have like a separation under the torso, but you don't have this rotation part here on the new one. And then you have like a higher attachment of the legs. So this piece here is completely gone, like the bottom part here. And then you don't have a rotation of the leg on the new one. You have the ball joint, sort of, kind of like a double joint at the knee. And you have, I think it's kind of the same ankle motion. So let's get started with the motion. So motion of the head is basically the same, up and down here. Like they didn't change the neck peg, so you can do exactly the same with both dolls. So rotate the head up and down. There is no extra neck articulation on the new body, so for the head it's exactly the same. Then at the elbow, so at the elbow here on the old body you had two pieces. So you had the arm piece and you had this joint, so you could move the arm up and down, and then you could rotate the arm and move it again up and down in this direction. So basically that's all you could do. So stop here, and in the other direction sort of stop here. So that's the body motion you have. But you could rotate the arm a bit, like to have like the arm in different position. Then on the new body you have this sort of ball that is attached. It's kind of the same but not quite. So you can move the arm only so far. So you cannot actually move it as far up as the other one in one direction. So it just stops here. If you want to move it further, you have to turn it around. And here it's going to be further. So that's basically the same motion that you have here. And the arm is like sort of curved as well. So you cannot have that straight line that you had before. So I don't know if I like this elbow joint better, because it doesn't actually give that much more flexibility. The only thing is, as you can see, she can kind of crosses her arms. If you put both arms up like this in front of the doll and push it as far as you can without bending the elbow, in this case you can actually cross the arm with a new body, which you couldn't cross before. So that's basically the further motion, which is a center of the body that you can get. So that's a huge difference. So that's basically the only difference I could see. I don't know. So in this direction the most you can go is like that. Here is like that. So unless you want to rotate the arm, and in that case you have a better motion here. So the motion being very different, you can basically get almost everything you have with the old body on the new body if you actually rotate the arm in a different way than you did in the old body. And then you can get like this extra little arm crossing. Then for the elbow here. So yeah, I was talking about the shoulder, sorry. not the elbow. So now the elbow, in this case, you have this motion here, which gives an angle of a little bit less than 90 degrees to the door. So basically that's what she can do. And she cannot really put her arms behind her head. So in the case of this one, you have, so you can have this folding, which is also a bit less than 90 degrees, but in a sort of better way, I don't know. And then you have the bend at the wrist. So you can actually bring the, like, I think those joints are a little bit complicated because it's like you can only move them straight like this, so in one direction, obviously, but if you want, you have to rotate the ball inside and you can move it in other direction, so without actually moving the arm part. In this case, it's like you have to rotate it here to be able to have that motion, so that the rotation point here that disappear here, it's replaced by this like half ball part that you have here. And so I don't know, like if you rotate the arm completely, you can have her arm like completely higher up. And I mean, if you, let me check, if you rotate it here, yeah, you could actually have the same sort of motion. But see, like it's like both bodies are so different in the way they actually move that it's a bit complicated. So here is what you got. So you cannot really put her arms behind her head so easily. You have to like put her body a little bit up. But here you have this motion, and you can actually put the arm completely around. See, I'm not really used to moving that body yet, so you can put like the arms completely back, like this, up here. And like in this case, you have this, this is like the stop here. So basically she can actually cross her hands behind her head in this case, but not in this one. So that's basically what you got. If you change the hand piece, you can probably get them to touch better. If you push really hard, you can get them to touch better, but in that case, you see, you have to put the arms really back. In this case, you don't have to. Okay, so that's for the arms. I don't think it's like a monumental change for the arms. I think the elbow part is better because you don't have this piece hanging out here when she folds the arms, and she can like sort of almost like cross her arms, but like I don't know. So that's basically the difference. The difference is like the angle is a little bit better. And you have like, I guess it looks like more fluid. But yeah, if you really want to move slowly with this one, you can maybe manage to get like almost the same pose for the arms. So yeah, I don't know, guys. You decide if it's like a big improvement or just a small one. So then the big improvement, I guess the biggest improvement is here. You have this slouching pose. So here she can actually extend herself and crouch. So like she's like slouching. So you have this like sort of rounded back here. So when she sit up, so she can like move back completely. Like if she's sitting, you have like show off your boobs style of thing, and then slash completely down toward her leg. That's a bending position that you don't have there with this body. So she can also rotate, basically, her torso. Like this is rotation part. She's rotating really nicely. So the other one had this rotation possibility here. So she could rotate, but she has no flexibility of the torso. She cannot slouch, she's just straight all the time in the same position. So basically she has an angle bend with the leg at 90 degrees and that's it. So this one has the all full range of motion, so you can put the leg like super up. So she can basically almost kiss her knee. She can kiss her knee. Totally. She can kiss her knee if she wants to. So that's what you got. The big huge difference. I think the biggest difference for me is that. Then you have the opening of the leg. So in this case, if you push the leg apart, this is the biggest opening that you got. For this one, you can have this huge opening instead. And I think if you, yeah, that's basically the biggest you can get. So that's a very huge difference. I think there's a like bottom part of the body from the part here under the chest to the leg is like the huge difference. Then here you could rotate the legs, but actually here you don't really have to do that. You can actually rotate with the balls at the knee. How? No, you can't. Aha. Well, you apparently can't, so I thought you could. So anyway, here the flexibility of the leg is that high, so you have this sort of a little bit like, I don't know, 75-degree angle here on the leg, and on the leg of this one you have this double joint, so you can have her thigh and calf touching each other. So that's a big huge difference in the leg. So that's the most folded you get for this older version of Miu, and here you have the folded version for the leg. So you see that's like a very big deal. And then you have some ankle motion. I think there is a little bit more of ankle motion on the new bodies than on the old body, especially because it's deeper. The cut at the ankle is deeper on the new body, so you have this. And the new body also comes with extra feet, so you can have her tiptoe. So basically, I guess that's it. I don't know why you can't rotate. I was pretty sure you could. Rotate at the knee. You can rotate a little bit, but not that much. So basically, if you want to have her cross her leg, it should be possible, sort of. I don't know. I think that's the most you can get. But that's already better than the other one. The other one has this like folding style. So yeah, no opening here. So guys, I guess that's it for the comparison. I'm going to take some picture in the different position. Like I'm gonna put on their clothes back, and then I'm gonna like have them sit next to each other, that kind of thing, and take some picture, and I'm gonna put that just after, so just stay tuned for that. It's gonna come, and yeah, that's basically it. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention something about the leg, so while I'm here I'm gonna still do that. So this is basically the further you can cross the leg of the old body. So basically they're just touching each other, but they cannot really bend, like cross one over the other more than that, and you have to like put them apart to cross the legs. But with this new body you can have like this leg crossing. So it's pretty nice. So like if you bend at the knee, you can cross the leg here, of course. But here you don't even have to bend as a knee to cross the leg. And if you actually bend as a knee, you have like a way better crossing, I guess. So that's something I forgot to mention as a possibility, to actually have her stand with crossed leg, have her actually sit with like the usual crossed leg position, which you cannot really do with this one. You can sort of turn the leg a little bit to put it like on the other leg or something, but you cannot have it like really down that much. But with this one you can have it like above the other leg, unfolded like a person basically. So that's what I wanted to show to you right now. I just remember that when I was dressing them up. So guys, let me know what you think about the new body. Are you happy with the aesthetic of it? And are you happy with how it changes from the old one? I think it's very nice that you can actually fold the doll so completely on herself. I think it makes it like super cute. I like all the sitting possibility. I like the way she can just fold like her body and like bend so much. So I'm really happy with that. And since like for the aesthetic of the body, I know like a lot of people like have a sort of thinking about like what body looks better, probably naked. And as I don't actually take lots of pictures of my doll naked, if any at all, I think it doesn't really matter, because like you cannot really see the body difference aesthetically if they are wearing clothes. The only places you would think about the aesthetic of the body that you can see is the back of the legs, because you have this sort of hole at the back of the side so that the calf can actually fit inside it. But basically that's the only place where the aesthetic is different. Also, if they are wearing short sleeve, you would have a better aesthetic, I think, on the new body at the elbow, because you don't have this piece here standing out. So I kind of like the new body better, I guess, for a lot of reasons. And I think it's basically look kind of the same, as long as they are wearing clothes anyway. So let me know what you think. Don't forget to give me a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and welcome. Don't forget to leave me a thumb up and comment. I always want to know what you think. And see you next time for something else. Have fun whatever you do. Bye. For more information on the two Mius, you can check up the reviews. See you guys!